Hi guys, my name's Ellie, welcome to my channel, and this is the finale of Project 18 in 2018. I have them all in front of me. Let's start with things I was successful with. This is the was the Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in Exposed. We finished this one completely success. Then I have 3 partial successes. So this was one of my Pan That palettes. This is the Moonchild Glow Kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I'm going to count it as a moderate success because I hit pan in everything. I got enough usage that I feel really confident in this. I do still like all of it. I have slightly different opinions now than when I started it. I feel like the purples are kind of redundant. I think you could have done with just one of these. I think the silver is a bit of an odd choice as much as it fits the color scheme. This is a really hard color to wear for most people or to just kind of toss on a look, whereas like the green and the pink, even the blue, really work quite easily with a lot of different looks. The silver is not so user-friendly. I kind of wish they'd pared it down to a quad. I wish it was the pink, the green, the blue, and then this deeper purple. Because this one's nice, but this one has a little something extra in it. And just made it like bigger pans of a quad. Because, again, Blue Moon is nice, but you can make the same color by just mixing Purple Horseshoe and Blue Ice. You don't need a separate pan for this. And I think this is the kind of thing that you would want to sell as a single. Star is just, it's not as everybody friendly as the other shades. Star is something you want to make something that if it's your color, yes, you can grab it, you can wear it, but not putting it in a palette with so many things that work for a lot of different people, whereas Star is just it's a complicated shade to try and put on your face. So, I do like it. I do think that this still works as a daily use palette because I use it. Daily use almost every day of the year. I think I did take some time off to test a couple other different highlighters, and I think if I hadn't done that, I might have potentially had some of these finished up. I will be setting it aside for a little bit, but it's going to show back up in some projects for 2019. This is my other Pan That palette. This is the Lorac Pro Matte. And, oh, we got so close. So close. So these are 6 fully used up shades. So we're at 7 completely used items and then 2 mostly used. So that's not bad. That's really not bad. I think this is going to just roll into the next one. I'm not super worried about using up jet black just because I don't use black day to day that often. Also, I'm changing jobs, so we'll be figuring out a whole new set of makeup restrictions there. Chocolate, I think I can probably use up over the next year, just getting it out of my collection. Yeah. I do really like it. It made me pretty aware of how much I really like mauve. Like, having a nice base set of shades works really well for me. And then the addition piece. This is the Urban Decay Naked Basics palette, and we have 4 completed shades and 1 half gone. Kind of half. Again, the black I really didn't mess with because I don't particularly care for it. If I'm gonna deepen a look, I would much rather it be like a really dark purple or a really dark brown. I feel like black, I just think it should be a darker color. Like, I think if I'm going to add depth, I want it to still be something colorful. I want it to be like a really, really dark eggplant. I want it to be like a super dark teal, something like that. Adding the black in seems to take away from the color story of the rest of the look. And as much as I know it's helpful and I've used them, they're just not my favorite shade. I just don't need them as much as the palettes seem to think I do. So, that brings us to 1, 6, make 7, 11 used up shades, and 2, 6, 8, 9 partially used or at least halfway done shades. So I feel like this was successful. I feel like I got some stuff done. I used up one of my oldest blushes. These are some of my older palettes, which are most of the way gone, and they're also a little bit... This one I might pick up again. It is a really nice palette. It does a really good job of being a standard, versatile matte palette for go-to looks, but I have a lot of matte palettes. I have a lot of palettes. So if it ever comes back around, I might pick this up again, but it's unlikely that I will need any type of shades like that I don't have 4 or 5 of in the next several years. Urban Decay Naked Basics, I did really like using this up. I liked rediscovering... Let's get... I'll say Naked 2 was really fun to rediscover because I kind of thought it was going to be too light and ended up being really, really nice. Venus was interesting. Finding out that I do like something kind of not metallic, more satin, just on the brow bone, and how nice I find the effect of that was interesting, which means I have some other shadows that I thought were just not very useful that I now have a way to use because of playing with Venus. And Foxy wasn't as bad as I thought it was. I get really weird about really yellow-toned light shades because I feel like I'm a pink-toned lady, and the yellow it's gonna be weird. And I think it has been weird in the past. I think I have since had more experience with more colors, more shadows, and changing my appearance, so it doesn't necessarily jar me the same way it used to. So, quite nice. So, that is the end of 2018 project. You've probably seen that I started a Project 50 pan, hopefully. I'm going to put up an update. Some of the first couple months, and honestly probably the first half of the year, is going to be weeding out things that I'm not sure I need. I have a lot of items in there to kind of test and then see if I want to pan it, which is why I've put the restrictions on it that I have, which I'll leave in the other video so you guys can watch that if you're interested. Yeah, and you'll most likely be seeing, Faint, I've been using in my brow, so that's going to keep going, just because I might as well finish it there. And then Lorac, I'm going to knock out that dark brown. I'm going to take some time away from this, and then come back to it to finish it, just in full, because I have been using this for a very long time, and one of the things I learned while using this is, as much as I do love the colors, and as much as they are very versatile, I do kind of want, like, some more standard shades, some champagnes, some, like, peachy golds, just very easy, even more versatile than this. And because I don't know the environment of the new job yet and how much, I was worried that this was going to be a problem, and then it really wasn't at all, but I don't know how that's going to apply because jeans weren't a problem at my last job, and we discussed it a little bit in the interview, and I was like, jeans are like a casual Friday thing, they're not a day-to-day thing. So, we will find out, we will try out all the things, and hopefully I will finally find a spot where I don't have to keep changing things and modifying everything, and I can just know what I can and can't wear on my face and my body. Yeah. And there will be a lot of detail in the other video about my goals and plans for 2019. Thank you guys for staying with me through 2018. It's been fantastic. I feel like you guys did help me out with a lot of things, which is nice. And having somebody to show this to helps me stick to my goals a little better, because not that I feel like you're going to shame me. I don't think you're ever going to do that. I don't think any of you particularly care that much, but seeing the support, seeing you guys working on your project as well, being part of the community that's panning, and seeing everybody trying together reminds me that it's not just a whim thing for me. It is really me trying to rein in the fact that I like things. I like things, and I can't collect makeup, especially because it's perishable. There's no point in collecting it if I'm not going to use it, so I have to keep my collection, kind of streamline it down. I tried a ton of different brands and formulas just because I didn't know what they were like, and that's fine, but now that I know which ones I do and don't like, we need to just kind of, like, crank it back down, and if we are going to be exploring other brands, we'll be checking formulas first. That's mine. So, seeing you guys there and knowing that you're also making goals and efforts has been really helpful for me. So thank you guys, and I hope to keep seeing you in 2019. Bye. Thank you guys for watching.